We'll start with Christopher Nolan's Tenet, a sci-fi thriller with a complex and ingenious plot that plays with the concept of time. Tenet is a true brain teaser. Nolan, as always, plays with the viewer's perception, mixing spectacular action scenes with profound concepts. It has it all. Car chases where cars drive in reverse, where they deliver massive backhand hits, and thought-provoking dialogue. Visually, too, it's a masterpiece. Every scene is shot so well that you feel immersed in this strange, upside-down world. The film itself begins with a tense scene where the protagonist, a CIA operative, participates in a special operation at the Kiev Opera House, where a terrorist hijacking is taking place. During the mission, he encounters something inexplicable. A bullet moves in reverse, as if time flows differently for him. After the operation fails, he is recruited by a mysterious organization that gives him the code word Tenet and introduces him to a world of inertia, a technology that allows people and objects to move against the flow of time. His task is to find the source of this technology and stop a certain Andrei Sator, a Russian oligarch who seems connected to a threat from the future. The genius of the arguments in its structure is not just a film about time travel, as is usually the case, but a story where time itself becomes a weapon and a mystery. Nolan created a plot that functions like a palindrome. It can be read equally forward and backward. You watch the film realizing that events that seem random at the beginning are actually connected, even through inversion, to the ending. It's like a puzzle that you want to rewatch to grasp all the details. From the very first seconds, movie Arrival may seem like a typical alien film, and there are certainly few brilliant ones among them. That's until you recognize the director, Denis Villeneuve, a master of silent scenes and a noisy, monotonous soundtrack. In contrast, Arrival is an atypical alien film with lasers and explosions. It's a quiet but powerful drama where tension relies on emotions and ideas. The plot begins when 12 mysterious alien ships suddenly land on Earth, hovering over different corners of the planet. No one knows why they are here, for war, peace, or something else entirely. The main character, linguist Louise Banks, is tasked by the military to establish contact with the aliens and understand their purpose. Together with physicist Ion Dons, she begins to study their language, strange circular symbols that resemble nothing human. The deeper Louise dives into this language, the more her perception of time and reality begins to shift. She sees fragments of her life that haven't happened yet, including moments with her daughter, whom she doesn't even have yet. It gradually becomes clear that the aliens brought not just a message, but something that could revolutionize the very concept of time for humanity. The film is remarkable in how it rethinks the theme of communications and time. The plot is built around the idea that language shapes our thinking. In the alien language, unbound by linear time, alters natural perception itself. The film is a puzzle, as you can imagine, where key scenes initially seem like memories, but then reveal themselves as something completely different. Only by the end does this twist force one to re-examine the entire story with a new understanding. The 2019 South Korean film Gout is directed by Bong Joon-ho, known for such works as Snowpiercer and Memories of Murder. The genre can be described as a black comedy with elements of thriller and social satire. But in practice, it's a blend of genres, humor, suspense, drama, and even elements of horror. Bong Joon-ho masterfully plays with the audience's expectations, making them laugh one minute and freeze in horror the next. The plot begins as a story about class inequality in South Korea. The poor but cunning Kim family gradually infiltrates the lives of the wealthy Park family. First, the son Klimov gets a job as a tutor for the Park daughter. Then the sister becomes an art therapist for the younger son. And soon the parents find a way to gain their trust. The father becomes a driver and the mother a housekeeper. Everything seems like the perfect scam. The Kims displace the old servants and live at the expense of the naive rich. But at one fateful moment, everything turns into a real thriller. You will find not just a story about the poor and the rich, but a deep allegory about how social inequality gives rise to parasitism on both sides. The plot keeps you in suspense until the last second, and the ending leaves a bitter aftertaste and unanswered questions.